To Diepsloot now, where residents are going door to door trying to smoke out criminals in the northern Johannesburg township. Over the weekend, they staged a shutdown towards ending crime. Senior reporter Aviwe Mtila is covering the story and joins us this morning. Good morning, Aviwe. You know, when we speak of Diepsloot, we know what had happened. I mean, we had the minister coming there to address the community members. So it's honestly interesting that to this day, you'd find them having to be the ones that go door to door to smoke out these criminals. What exactly is happening now?
Well, it's much calmer today, Mfundo, but we hear there's been a lot of activity happening in Diepsloot. Of course, those complaints are around the recurring crime. You remember just in June, we were here in Diepsloot where Police Minister, flanked by the Police Commissioner, Fani Masumula, were here deploying around 120 police personnel on the ground, which included the TRT unit. That's to tackle the scourges of murder that were happening on a weekendly basis. But we hear now from the residents that it has recurred again. 2 deaths at a church over the weekend, including the killing of one of the pastors. But we hear it's just one too many that have happened in recent times. So the community members shut down Diepsloot, we hear, over the weekend, as well as went on a door-to-door mission. In fact, I want to rope in some of the community leaders to detail exactly what has been happening. Lifangala, thank you for joining us at eNCA, but maybe tell us what has been happening over the weekend and what is at the core of the complaints.
Over the weekend, the community decided to shut down Diepsloot on Saturday after the killing of the pastor in the church. Remember, these people were in church for the night prayer. Criminals just entered the church and started to shoot. The pastor unfortunately passed on, and 3 people were critical. And we are told that the other one passed on again at the hospital. So thereafter, because after the police that were deployed by the minister here, in the space of 3 weeks, 20 people are down. So we can see that the strategy of the minister, his intervention, it's reactionary. Things must happen first in Diepsloot, and thereafter they will come and deploy, TRT, special detectives and all this. That strategy is not working at all. So the community on Saturday decided to close down Diepsloot. Yesterday, they were going door to door, trying to identify these criminals so that the community must be able to deal with them directly. And all what we want, we don't need Bekikele anymore here because we have been shutting down time and again. Bekikele came in and out, but clearly, his intervention, it doesn't work for us. I think, Matamela, the president must come, and we're going to push it because today we've got a meeting with stakeholders, and before the end of this week, we'll definitely shut down Diepsloot, and 14 will be shut. All these national roads around Diepsloot will be shut because we want the attention of the president this time around.
I just want to talk to the police station because the last time we've been having these conversations, the last time we spoke, it seems like there was change. But of course, it was said to be a useless police station, but there was heavy deployment, police vans that were added on. What's happening now at the police station and tackling crime around here?
No, it is very difficult with the station because, the moment the numbers of the police are deployed here because of the intervention of the minister, crime is becoming quiet. But as soon as they left, these things that are fresh. If you can see now, immediately after the 3 months that the minister gave us, people are getting killed, cold-bloodedly so. If people can be killed in a church, where must we go? The last time they were dragged from their houses, you go to taverns, people are getting murdered, even in church. So now, clearly, these criminals, they can see that the police station is very much weak. So that's why we are saying the intervention of the president must come, because when you talk with Bekikele, he will tell you that, there are places that the police cannot go. And as the Minister of Police, it is not under his ministry. So we want the president to come and answer, because even those people who are staying in squatter camp, those are the human beings. Are we saying people from squatter camps, police cannot enter those places, they must be killed? No. So the president must come, and we'll make sure that he will come.
What happened to that 120 deployment by the minister? Have they now been removed from the ground, or what has happened?
They've been removed. You know how this minister operates. If something happened in Kagiso, they will be taken to Kagiso. If something happened into Soweto, they'll be taken to Soweto. So he's playing around with these people. They are not here anymore. Their 3 months came to an end.
So now I hear you saying you're going back to the drawing board and you're planning a bigger shutdown for later on in the week. What do you want the president to address or say? What do you want the president to do if he does come here?
The president must tell us, because the minister of police says there are places that police cannot go. And those people that are in informal settlement, what must they do? They can't be policed. Criminals must do as they wish. The president must tell us, because the issues of squatter camps, places where police cannot enter, who must answer to that? The state president, because these people, when they do door to door and want people to vote for them, they'll go to such places. But today, because there are challenges in Diepsloot, police cannot go there. Minister will come that day and enter there and will tell people that it's even difficult for himself to walk in those streets. So the president must come and tell us what else must we do. Or if they want us to take the law into our own hands, they must be able to tell us.
And just lastly, I know of the 2 deaths at church, but how rife has it been over the last weeks?
Very bad, very bad. I'm telling you, every weekend their bodies down. There are people who are killed. And these criminals, they killed randomly. People were shot at Dennis Tavern. You know, people were sitting there enjoying themselves. Criminals will just come in and start to shoot them. And, you know, they've got no fear, these people. Even if before they rob you, they will kill you first. People their cell phones are taken, but before that you must be shot at and be killed. I think enough is enough.
All right, thank you very much. Community leader of Diepsloot, Lifankala, flanked by some of the leadership, in fact, of Diepsloot. They're saying that they're going back to the drawing board today after they shut down the township just over the weekend. They're saying that in the course of the week, they're planning a bigger shutdown where they're demanding President Cyril Ramaphosa to come and address them, saying that Police Minister Pegicele and his police deployment have failed in curbing and nabbing some of these criminals. We hear, of course, added to that, deaths that happened over at the church. 2 congregants dead, including the pastor. They're saying that over the last 3 or so weeks, at least 20 people have been killed quite brazenly in Diepsloot.